Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfall on birthdoms, each new morn. New widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it fell with Scotland, and yelled out like a syllable of dollar.
What I believe, I'll will. What I know, believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend, I will. What you have spoke, it may be so perchance, this tyrant, whose soul name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may discern of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge, but I shall crave your pardon, that which you are. My thoughts cannot transpose angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Though all things foul would wear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I've lost my hopes.
Perchance, even there, where I did find my doubts, why in that rawness left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leaf talking? I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but my own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country, great tyranny. Lay thou thy bases short, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs, the title is afeard. Fare thee well, lord. I would not be the villain that thou think'st for the whole of space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each day a new gash is added to her wounds. I think without, there would be hands uplifted and right, and here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer, and more sundry ways than ever. By him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grasped. Then when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamp, being compared with my confineless harms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can the devil more damned and evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom, none. In my voluptuousness, your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All content, impudence, would obear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. But fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold, the time you may so hoodwink. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this there grows in my most ill-composed affection such a stanchious avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire their jewels in the other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for their wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious fruit than summer seeming lust, and it hath been sword of our slain kings, yet do not fear. Scotland hath poisons to fill up your will, of your mere own. All these are portable with other graces weighted.
But I have none, the king becoming graces, as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, loneliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in division of each several crime, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Of Scotland, Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern, no, not to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Since at the tree of thy throne, by his own interdiction, stands accursed, and this blasphemy the breed? Thy royal father was the most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul, wipe the black scruples, recalled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of those trains, hath sought to win me. Into his power and modest wisdom plucks me from over credulous haste. But God above, deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak my own detraction. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself. For strangers to my nature, I am yet unknown to women. Never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted what was mine own. At no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than life. My first false speaking was upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Whether indeed, before they approach, old seaward with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point of setting forth, now will together, and the chance of goodness, but be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile.
Well, more anon. Oh, comes the king forth, I pray you.
I said the crew of righteous souls that stays here. There, my lady, convinces the great Asevat, but as his touch and sanctity have heaven given his hand, they presently amend.
I thank you, doctor.
What's the disease he means?
'Tis called the evil, a most miraculous work in this good king, which often since my here remain in England, I have seen him do, how he selects heaven himself best knows, but strangely visited people also on innuclears, pitiful to the eye, the mere despair of surgery he cures, hanging a golden stamp about their necks, but on with holy prayers, and 'tis spoken to the succeeding royalty he leaves, the healing benediction, with the strange virtue he hath a heavenly gift of prophecy, and sundry blessings hang about his throne that speaketh all praise.
That's deep.
See who comes here.
My countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, be times removed the means that make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it did?
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself, it cannot. Be called our mother but our grave, where nothing but who knows nothing is once seemed to smile. Where sighs and groans and shrieks that rend the air are made not marked, where violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy. The dead men's kneel, in their scarce ask for who, and good men's lives expire before the flowers in their capes, dying or ere they sicken.
Oh, relation too nice, and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
Be not a niggard of your speech. How goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witnessed the rather for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight, to doff their dire distresses.
Be to their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good steward and 10,000 men. An older and a better soldier none than Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled out in the desert air, where herring should not lash them.
What concern they? The general cause, or is it a fee grief due to some single breath?
No mind that's honest, but in shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possesses them with the heaviest sound they ever yet heard.
I guess at it.
Your castle surprised, your wife, your babies savagely slaughtered, to relate the manner. Were on the quarry of these murdered deer, to add the death of you.
Merciful heaven, what man? Ne'er pull your hat upon your brows. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak withers the o'erfraught heart and bids it break.
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too?
I have said.
Be comforted. Let us make medicine for my great revenge to stand in a deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones? Did you say all? Oh, hell, okay. All? What? All my pretty chickens and their damn... all fell at one swoop?
Disputed like a man!
Yes, but I must also feel it like a man. I cannot but remember such things, winner, that were the most precious to me. Did heaven look on, would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine. Fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the waystone of your sword, and let grief convert to anger. Blunt the heart, not enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with my eyes and Bregart with my tongue. But gentle heavens cut short all intermission, front to front. Bring this fiend of Scotland and myself within my sword's length, and set him. If he escape, heaven forgive me too.
This tune goes manly. Come go we to the king, our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking, and the powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day. Boom!
Thank you for joining me today, Macduff.
Anytime.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay, Macduff. So it's been killing me inside to ask you, how
Just like
do
your
you
family.
feel about the recent news that you've acquired over the last scene? Sorry, I don't want to sound nerdy. Scene 4, Act 3.
Well, I never really did trust Macbeth because he always seemed like kind of a sketchy character. Like
Oh,
he
really?
just came into power after Duncan was killed, and I don't know. We just had some bad blood. Didn't really trust him fully. But now I just learned that he killed my whole family.
What?
And like, I don't like to talk about it,
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
but like,
It's okay. It's okay.
like how could he do that? Like that?
It's okay. It's okay. Listen. My grandma passed away from chronic diarrhea, okay? It happens to the best of us, okay? It happens to all of us.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna kill that guy. I'm gonna kill that guy. I'm gonna take my sword as soon as.
Don't say that. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Oh, hey everyone. Welcome back. And right now we're welcomed with Malcolm, the next heir to the throne of Scotland.
Yo, what's
so,
up, guys?
do you mind telling us a few things about yourself?
Well, I'm the most beautiful man in Scotland. I am a powerful warrior who will kill anybody that threatens me.
Wow. So we just learned that Macduff's whole family has been killed by Macbeth, who is currently in charge of all of Coloradomus. Like, what do you think of that?
Well, I think I should be king. I mean, look at me. Like, seriously. Like, who's more beautiful than thee? I want to fight Macbeth. I want to kill him. I want to take the throne. I want to do what's right. We know what he did. He killed him. He killed Duncan. He did it.
I see you're very passionate about this.
Yes, just a little. I mean, look at me.
I don't blame you. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you later.
Chewbacca. Ding 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 da 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 da.
Welcome back, everybody. So right now we have Ross, who is also just part of that scene. So like, do you want to do a little recap on how you feel about everything that just happened?
Well, like, personally, I didn't want to tell Macduff that, like, his family died and stuff, because, like, you know, like...
Makes him feel bad, right?
Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Like, that's
Yeah.
not my job. Like, I'm Ross. Like, I shouldn't have to be that guy that tells that other guy about that one guy who killed, like, all the other guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been there. So like, what do you think Macduff and Malcolm are gonna do about it?
Macduff and Malcolm.
Yeah.
That's not my job, but if I were them, I'd probably get, like, an army and, like, just try to kill that one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, it's Macbeth.
It is.
Yeah.
It was Mick something. I thought it was McDougal at first, but
Yeah, but
The-
like
the book says Macbeth.
There's a lot of Macs, right?
there's a lot of
Macbeth's
maths.
Macbeth's the bad one though, right?
Yeah, that's why I stick to alcoholism.
I think we're getting a call.
Ring 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 ring.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, welcome to the show. What would you like to say?
I would just like to say I'm a really big fan. I love you and what you do, and your show is awesome. And that guy looks very powerful.
Me?
Yeah, you. Oh my
That's the look I was
goodness.
trying to perceive.
Well, thank you so much for calling. We have to go now.
Ciao.
Do we really have to go?
Thanks. Bye.
I don't want to. We're doing great on this. We should stay.
Ah ha ha ha!